Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first ever GPCA Plastics Innovation Awards, sponsored by Tasnia. My name is Diala Sabbar, and I'll be your MC for tonight. It's a pleasure to have you all with us tonight for this very exciting ceremony. Before we commence, I'd like to commence with a few boring housekeeping issues like your mobile phones. If you could please all keep them on silent for the next hour or so. And emergency exits are just to the back there on either side where you would have come in. I'm not going to keep you waiting anymore. Let the show begin. Well, that should have woken you all up from a long day, I think, of conferencing. I'm sure you'd agree that was an outstanding show. Well, it's time now to commence the awards ceremony itself and to introduce you to some of the key players and participants in this field of plastics and in today's pioneering event. The GPCA Plastics Innovation Awards are designed to reward excellence in products, conversion processes, and environmental consciousness. The Middle East is the fastest growing region in the world for plastics resin production, and the awards today are designed to recognize the creativity and innovation in this dynamic industry. It's my pleasure now to invite Mr. Mohammed Al-Mahdi, Chairman of the GPCA and Vice Chairman and CEO of SABIC, to the stage.
Good evening. What an introduction. It is really innovative. It's really a pleasure for me to be with you here tonight. And once again, we are in Dubai, invited by GPCA, in the same hotel, in the same conference room. But this time, we are gathering for the Plastic Summit. And that's our customers, the upstream meeting the downstream for the same purpose, and that is to grow together. Our growth is dependent on your growth. Our innovation is dependent on your innovation. And the theme for this summit is innovation. And I would add, it has to be sustainable innovation. Not just innovation for the sake of innovation, but combined with sustainability. The Gulf countries are new. We are only about 30 plus years into the business of producing petrochemicals. And it's a must for all of us to distinguish ourselves in whatever we produce and whatever we manufacture. And the only way to do that is through sustainability and innovation. When I talk about sustainability, it means producing efficiently, producing without environmental problems to the environment, producing to meet our customer requirements, because customers are changing. They are not the same customer you are used to. They are customers that require you produce product fit for their requirement, fit for the environment. And Innovation goes into the heart of this. And tonight we will be honoring those companies that are distinguishing themselves in their products. And I hope by these awards that we are igniting competition in the region. And this is not becoming really only a regional event. It's a global event. We have many participants from the globe, and I would welcome them all to this meeting. And I hope they can dialogue with the locals here in the Gulf and establish bridges and technologies, innovations, manufacturing, equipments, and what have you. And to distinguish yourself, it really takes a commitment on the top of the leadership of each organization. It is not something that you do it once and that's it. This is really a major commitment from the top down, expenditures, lots of work, working with customer, closely with customers, working closely with upstream producers. And my company is a company that took this commitment, and we have been on the road of innovation for quite some time. And I tell you, it is rewarding, and it is not really a cost, it's an investment in the future. So I hope you can really get on with this innovation strategy in your organization, because those who don't embrace innovation and sustainability will be left behind, because the future customers are not the same customer we are used to. With that, I would like to thank the Gulf Petrochemical Association for their hospitality and for their organization skills in putting a program like this together. The only thing, I think they are competing with our major forum in December. So I hope that we both can enjoy the atmosphere in which we can interconnect and connect with each other. And I'd like to thank Dr. Abdul Wahab al-Saudoun and members of our board who are here tonight, and all of our guests who came from abroad, and all of the GCC manufacturers and downstream converters. And thank you for your support. And it is my pleasure to welcome you all, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Al-Mahdi, for those insightful and inspiring words for all of you there in the industry. I'd like now to invite Dr. Muayyad Al-Qurtas, Chairman of the GPCA Plastics Committee, GPCA Board Member, and Vice Chairman and CEO of Tasnia, to say a few words.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is really my pleasure to participate in this very special occasion. And as you can see, this occasion revolves around two words: plastics and innovation. Let me try to say a few words about innovation. What is innovation? Innovation is basically one of the main gifts by God to humanity. This is what differentiated all of us. This is what made us building cities, roads, inventing airplanes, inventing cars, improving our standard of living, improving every aspect of our life. We have also to be fair and say that innovation of the humankinds did not move always in the right direction. Some of our innovation was not as positive as we would like it to be. However, this is basically our innovative capacity is what differentiated the mankind. Our innovative capacity is what made us what we are. And innovation is much more than any limited aspect. It is more than just R&D. It is more than many things. It is not limited to plants. It is not limited to industries. It is something pervasive in all aspects of the human life. Now, coming to the second word, plastics. Plastics is one of the most puzzling chemical which we produced. It is such a fascinating product that, frankly speaking, you don't know what shape it can take. If you would like it to be fluffy, it is fluffy. If you would like it to be solid as a steel, it can be solid as a steel. If you would like it to be foam, it can be foam. If you would like it to be a textile, it can be a textile. If you would like it to be a rug, it can be a rug. If you would like it to be a part of a car, it can be a part of a car. It is such versatile. It is such a product which is so fascinating. I remember in my days in the R&D, sometimes some of my colleagues will bring a sample of a certain polymer. Then some of our scientists will go to the lab, use very sophisticated equipment just to know whether this is polyethylene or polypropylene, because it is such a versatile product. It is, in many cases, it is so difficult to really differentiate between the different types. So frankly speaking, there is no limit to the way we can utilize the plastics. The only limit is our imagination. The only limit is our capacity to innovate. So really, thanks to GPCA for the selection of this theme for our main award in the Plastics Summit. And I hope that we will see this year after year after year, because we would like to encourage, we would like to tap in our innovative resources to see plastics utilized in more and more applications to the benefit of all of us, to the benefit of our region, to the benefit of our industry, and to the benefit of our mankind. Tasni' was honored to be selected as a sponsor for this event, and I would like to thank all of you for the participation. I would like to thank Mr. Al-Madi, Mr. Turkate, and the other board members of GPCA for honoring this occasion. Thank you very much.